All right, hey everyone, welcome to our actual first official prediction video of the year. First, let's just say Thursday night, that was kind of a dud. Like, it had this energy, like, here come the Patriots, and then they just sucked the rest of the game. I'm glad to see that they still just keep pushing the ball over the goal line like they did with Blunt last year. So if you have Gilsilly or Gisely or whatever his name is, that's great. I'm sure he'll do that about every other week. And I don't have any studs and duds, but I will point out two things that, as right now, it looks like I was absolutely wrong about. And that was that Charchandrick West being the very, very late pick that could be awesome. I'm going to stand by that right now because Hunt's got to keep doing it. But also, I just feel like injuries could come into play too. But right now, that looks like it could be dead wrong. West might never see the field. And then the Amendola hate. I think that he produced more this game. But I still stand by what I said, and I expect him to be a dud the next couple. But right now, that looks like those could be mistakes by me. All right, I'm going to do the predictions a little bit different this year. I'm going to give just 3 reasons for each team of why I think you could win, and then just pick my winner. So let's get to the first game, which is Ben versus Andy. Ben, every player you have is playing against a horrible team, so that's good for you. I like Big Ben against Cleveland, and I'm interested to see if Gurley can rebound, especially against Indy. Andy, you have the Zeke, you can't stop me now, like P. Diddy coming across that he's playing. And I think Henry is going to really shine with the spotlight on him instead of on Gates. And I just I'm excited to watch Tennessee play, and I'm excited to see Murray. With all that said, I feel the best about the 3 things I said for Ben, so Ben is going to win. All right, I have Jim versus Heiser. Tyreek Hill clearly had a good game. Didn't really see it coming, so that would not have been on my list, but it is now. Interested to see Dalvin Cook against New Orleans. They seem like they can't stop anyone. And I think Julio Jones could have a big game against Chicago. For Heiser, I like Bell versus Cleveland. He always has a good game versus Cleveland, especially now Garrett's out. That's a whole end that you can probably run towards. I'm interested to see what Adrian Peterson can do against Minnesota. Like, I think he'll get more handoffs in that game than he would otherwise. And I'm not going to hate on Breeze until he stops throwing for 400 yards. I like Heiser's the best, so Heiser, you win that one. All right, I have Ben Baker against Chris. First, let's just say I must not be cool enough. I do not understand either of your names. I don't get it. Leave me a comment. Tell me what it means. Someone else pointed out, but I'm missing it. I think Martavis Bryant's going to get behind the young safeties of the Browns and get a touchdown that way. I already mentioned Tennessee. I'm kind of big on the Mario hype too, especially if he keeps running. And I think Miller could have a solid game as well. For Chris, I want to see Lacey against Green Bay. See if he can actually grab a hold of that Seattle position. I think Dak is better when Zeke is there, and Zeke is there. And Fitzgerald is ageless. But I don't feel nearly as good about any of those 3 things as I feel good about Ben Baker. So, Ben Baker, you win this week. John versus Tyler. Brady would have been on my list. I was feeling good, like he's ageless as well. But ouch, that was not a good game. So, that hurts. I think McCoy will do good against the Jets, and I'm kind of like, if Hunt can do that, what he did, I expect more out of Fournette. So that's for John. For Tyler, Antonio Brown, I mean, no one can guard him, especially a very thin cornerback group with the Browns. I don't think they can. Mari Cooper mentioned it, one of my favorite players. I wanted him on my team. And I think Mixon is going to be a good back for the Bengals. So I like all 3 of those better than any of John's. So Tyler, you will win that one. All right, I have me versus Aaron. I'm big on David Johnson. I think he's a beast. He's kind of unstoppable. So unless he gets injured, I think it'll be good. I'm excited to see Calvin Benjamin back. I think Newton really likes throwing to him when he's healthy. And Kirk Cousins is going to just keep trying to earn lots of money. So he's going to throw the ball and throw it often and take chances, and he normally is pretty good at that. Aaron Rodgers, he kind of starts slow sometimes, but I think he's going to have a good game. And then I was going to have Cooks on your list, but he didn't have that great of a game. And I would have put Mike Evans on your list, but now he is on the bench. So I'm going with me on this one. Last game is Nick versus Drew. I would not have put Kareem Hunt on your list, but clearly he's on your list now. And then actually, I can't think of any other like solid positives off your team, Nick, but almost every person on your team, I feel like I could say, like, yeah, they could have a really good game. You just have a solid team that I think is just going to like produce above average numbers and give you a great score every week. Drew, I would have put Gronk on your list, but clearly that didn't go out very well. I think Stafford will get in like an air raid attack with Arizona. And I think Odell just shows up in big games. I think he'll play. I think he'll be fine. But I like Nick's better. The Hunt thing's big to overcome. So I'm going with Nick this week. So they're my picks for week 1, and I will see you guys on the field. Go Browns, and boo Steelers.